Okay, so I want to talk about function notation. Remember a function definition. For every input, there's exactly one output. Okay, so function notation, I kind of showed it a second ago before I started recording, and boy, my handprinting is terrible. F of x is how you say that. You say f of x. That's how you say that, f of x. And then they'll define some equation, 2x plus 1. And then I'll say g of x is negative 3x plus 5, and then h of x is going to be 1/2 x, and what did I say, minus 4? Sounds good. Okay, those are all functions of x. Now, I will tell you that f of x is interchangeable with saying y equals. So is g of x, though. You could also say g of x is the same as y, and h of x is the same as saying y. The reason they use this function notation is if I had, on all of these, if I wrote y equals 2x plus 1, y equals negative 3x plus 5, or y equals 1/2 x minus 4, and I said, what's f of 3? Or excuse me, I want you to evaluate the function when x equals 3, and you're going to say, which one do I use? That's our point exactly. The point is you wouldn't know which function to plug it into. So here's how we use function notation. I can write something like this. F of, instead of writing x, I'm going to write 3. That means they want me to take the f equation, the f function, and substitute in, instead of x, they want me to put a 3 there. So f of 3, I'm going to take their equation, 2x plus 1. I'm going to stick that 3 in for x. So 2 times 3 plus 1. The math will be pretty simple today. I get out a 7. So really, f of 3 is 7. What this means is I input a 3, I got out a 7. There's the ordered pair, x comma y. Remember, f of x is the same as saying y, but it helps us define better which equation to use and when to use it. Okay, so I could ask g of 6. Okay, which function do you think I should use? Well, I'm going to look and see which one. Oh, look, that says g. I think I'll use this function. That means I want to take negative 3x plus 5 instead of x. It's, because normally it says g of x. Well, today subbing for x is 6. So I'm going to take this 6 and plug it in. Negative 3 times 6 plus 5, I get negative 18 plus 5. It looks like I'm going to get out a negative 13. So g of 6 is negative 13. I want you to know that this is an ordered pair. When I input a 6, I got out a negative 13. It's not hard. It's super, super simple. And then I'm going to show one with the fraction. I better not use green. Okay, h of, if there is a fractional one, which I tried to avoid it, I think, on tonight's homework, but if there happens to be one, they'll use a number that is a really nice number to use with that fraction, and I'm about to show you. H of x, I'm going to go ahead and take this equation, 1/2 x minus 4. Instead of x, I'm going to stick a 4 right here. Well, what's half of 4? 1/2 of 4. Oh, half of 4 is 2, Miss Sweat. 2 minus 4, I get negative 2. So I input, I'm going to first write h of 4 is negative 2. So I input a 4, I got out a negative 2. Now I have to show one more example, so as long as I'm here, let me do it. I'm going to keep the same functions, definitions, but instead of inputting a number, the second part of our homework tonight, I'm going to write something like this, f of x plus 1. And that's where kids start to go, poof, like you're mind blown. Don't be mind blown. What it wants me to do is take the f function, which is 2x plus 1. Instead of x, they want me to substitute in all of this right there. So I'm going to write 2. I'm going to go ahead and use parentheses. I'm substituting in x plus 1 for x. It's weird. And your answer is not just a number. You're actually just going to get a new equation. When you distribute out, you get 2x plus 2. Don't forget that plus 1 was there. So I get 2x plus 3. So f of x plus 1 is equal to 2x plus 3. Rewatch this video several times if need be. What if I said g of 3x? I'm going to take the g function, which is negative 3x plus 5. Instead of x, I'm going to substitute in, instead of x, all of this stuff is going to go right there. Don't lose the 3. This says negative 3. I'm going to plug in now 3x in place of x, and you simplify. Negative 3 times 3x is negative 9x plus 5. There's nothing else to simplify. This is my answer up here. 2x plus 3 was my answer. So G of 3x is equal to negative 9x plus 5.